What did you like most about the video?
I liked the sense of time passing and that there was a story buried in it that wasn't immediately apparent. For example, with the girl, I wasn't sure who she was. We saw her on the beach from a distance initially, and then you fade out. You're no longer there. But the girl is there, so this implies passing time. But what it means is unclear. And then we see that there's the song, which is in colour. That's a big differentiation. But what does it mean? Is it the same girl? I was unsure of this. She sings very well. Her hair is different. But because she's in colour and in close-up and in studio lighting, you can't tell if she's really the same girl. But on the other hand, it was a very interesting transition that you felt meant something. And then you get the black and white girl again, and she takes to the vodka. And again, you're not sure what it means, but it's definitely a story, and it's a narrative, and so you follow it. I don't see why she took to the vodka. She's presumably in love with the young man on the beach, and yet it becomes unclear why she's taken to the vodka. She does so very convincingly, and she finds this other young man who's very exclusionary and closes the door in a firm way so as to exclude us, the audience. And I enjoyed that. I really felt I was being told a story. The one point that really wasn't clear to me is why she takes to the vodka. But it was convincing that she did. And then she tries to go back to her earlier relationship. And that makes sense. But was her vodka-inspired relationship serious or not?
So you've expressed what your dislikes were as well. And what age group do you think this video is aimed at?
Oh, I think it would be quite young. It would be people who are starting to experience drinking.
Okay. Roughly give me an age.
17.
Okay. And what could be improved?
I think it was very professionally done. I liked the editing, I liked the fades, I liked the fact that I knew I was being told a story and I was really into the story. And it was so professionally done that when, for example, at the start, the young man disappears as a fade and the girl is left walking alone up the beach, I thought that was extremely effective and I really enjoyed that. But I don't think anything could be really improved as such. It's just a matter of it's a lot of story and how it is told and how I understand it. And I don't really have to understand it because I enjoyed being told the story.
Sure. Could you look at the double page spread behind you on the computer?
Yes.
What would you say about this, likes, dislikes?
The first thing that strikes me is that the red of beautiful is the same, much the same as the girl's colour of hair, and the red of the text, and the red of the initial letters in the text. I think that's extremely effective. I think the use of blue reflects the sky and this rather Eden-esque background that she's against, and then again it all seems to echo everything else in the text, so I think it's a very coherent piece and one that I enjoy looking at. Perhaps I would like stronger broad borders so that the text and the pictures were more defined and more catching to the eye, but I think they are very catching to the eye even as it is. I think it's an interesting piece. If I saw that in a magazine, I'd be really interested in reading it.
Sure. Do you find it realistic? Professionally done?
Yes, I mean I would expect to see that in a magazine. and that looks fine to me.
What do you think could be improved on it?
I think, if anything, it could do with more photographs and maybe little inset picture in pictures, something like that, a little more variation. For example, the small picture has much the same background as the large picture. But really, it's a very interesting setup, and I enjoyed looking at it.
Could you look at the CD cover, just the one behind that?
Where's that?
Can you minimise that?
Yes.
What are your likes and dislikes of the CD cover?
I don't know the name Rebecca Hopkins. I like the name In the Shadows as a title. It's mysterious, it draws me in. I like the way that it's reflected in her shadowed face against a dark background. She's playing a guitar, which indicates that she's presumably singing the songs. So I like it.
Who do you think the CD cover's aimed at? Like, which genre of music, audience-wise?
It could be folk. It seems to be an acoustic guitar. She's not wearing black leather. She's not on a stage with lots of floodlighting. It's an intimate lighting, so it's an intimate genre where she is talking to me. It might possibly be country and western, but I think it's probably folk.
Do you find this appealing?
Yes, I do. I don't actually like folk music, but if I did like folk music, I'd find this an appealing cover. It's interesting to look at, and it's intimate.
How could it be improved, do you think?
I'll have to look at it again. There could be more text on the back, list of the song titles, or a different picture of her doing things. But that's all that I would say.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.